How's it going? I just wanted to do a quick live stream today about the complaints process involving Corporal Burridge and Sandra Wall. So just gonna wait to see if a few people come in and then we'll discuss it. If not, then I'll just talk about it and then it'll get posted as a regular video. But yesterday I received a call from the Civilian Review Board. Hey, Prairie, good morning. I received a call yesterday from the Civilian Complaint Review Board, and what they're planning on doing, or what they are going to do, is they're going to merge Corporal Burridge and Corporal Sandra Wall's complaints together, and they're assigning a special investigator to it, because I guess they're taking it quite seriously. So yesterday I went in and I requested the town hall video. Thanks, Charles, I appreciate it. So I went in and I got the town hall video, or requested it anyways. They've already emailed me back just to confirm my email, to say that, like, okay, this is the proper channel or whatever to get to. So once I get that video, I plan on doing, like, I'm not good at editing, I think I've said that before. I'm probably gonna try and edit something up as like showing my original video where Sandra smacks my hand out of the phone, like, and then have it overlaid on top, like next to the town hall video, so you can kind of see like everything as it happens, and then when I start my recording and start talking to Burridge, like just include all of that, and then just re-upload that kind of as like its own little bit of a segment. But it's looking like the complaints process is going to be a little bit quicker than what I've experienced in the past. In the past, I've literally had complaints that take 2 years. Morning, UFO. So hopefully with them already getting a hold of me and saying that they're going to merge it and whatnot, is a good sign, because, you know, like I said, in the past, sometimes it's taken a ridiculous amount of time to actually get even a response from those people when it comes to the complaints process. Even the Civilian Review Board, but they call me back like right away. So hopefully this goes quickly and there's a bit of accountability when it comes to Burridge, and mostly Sandra, because Sandra's crazy. Charles says, her being a cop and hiding her face goes to show you cops really don't like the camera. Yeah, of course, and why? Like, it doesn't make sense why not. Like, we're, as citizens, we're being recorded all the time, especially in our interactions with them. I don't really know. I think at the same time, I think they're looking at it as like it was the same incident because he was involved. I did. Hey, Charles, you're from Toronto? Nice, man. I have family in Toronto. So I think they're saying like he was involved. I did file 2 separate complaints, one specifically for Corporal Burridge and one specifically for Sandra Wall. And we'll see how that turns out, to see if it's a benefit or a detractor. On the other hand, actually the day after, when me and my family were going for a walk, I don't know if I already said this, I saw Sandra driving, and as she drove by, I yelled like, "Screw you, Sandra," or something to her, and she gave me the finger out of her patrol car, and I thought that was really funny. I wish I could have got that on video, but it was just like a really quick interaction. I was just walking down the road. So, seen her leaving the detachment yesterday? Really? Oh man, she was on duty again yesterday. What time was that? I honestly want to go like track her down, just to be like, "You learn anything yet, Sandra?" She definitely hasn't, but it would be funny to do. BMW at 5. Ooh, she drives a BMW. Is she still down at the town detachment, or is she in rural yet? I knew she was getting moved to rural at some point, but I'm not sure if she did that or not. She's in rural now? Cool, cool, cool. Good to know. So she gets off at 5 o'clock. I wonder if she's working today. Maybe it would be worth taking a little stroll up to the old rural detachment and posting up to see if we can get a little bit of Sandra content later on. Oh, really? I don't know if I heard about that. Or is that the video that Audit in Canada posted and the one that I shared? Is that the same one that you're talking about? Yeah. So if she was leaving her personal vehicle there, she's probably out of there. I spoke to Burge like a couple weeks ago over the phone. Um, okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely saw that, and they arrested him after that too for giving the finger back or whatever. Um, yeah, I spoke to Burge a couple of days ago, and he told me that Sandra Wall only has like 1 day left at the town detachment, that she's moving to rural, and that puts her with Potty and those guys. So hopefully they hold her, which I like. It's a joke to even say, but I hope Potty does a little bit better, because in the past I've got him to admit that like bad policing is bad for him, and that he would rather have a good cop than a bad cop show up. And Sandra Wall is clearly not a good cop. Um, she doesn't respect rights. She doesn't respect the Charter of Rights and Freedom. She doesn't respect citizens. She doesn't respect the people that pay her tax dollars. Madlab had the video of the female cop. Can you send that to me on my Scotia Audits email, Prairie? I've been sort of checking that a little bit more lately. I know I'm really bad for that because it's not my primary email. It's just the email that's associated with this account. But I know that you've emailed there a few times before. So yeah, do you want to send that video to me? I'd like to watch it just to make sure I'm not thinking of a different one. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, I saw that one and I posted that one, but I didn't see Madlab Press's video. I might. Oh, cool. Thanks, Barry. Once I see it in my email, I'll check it out. Um. So yeah, we will see what happens with that complaint process and Sandra and whatnot. Hopefully she's held accountable. But when it comes to the Blue Line gang, it's pretty unlikely. Railroaded Prairie, right? Man, if you want to see Prairie, you just got to come to my channel. Prairie's always here. Prairie and Dino, if you're looking for Dino's probably still sleeping. This Atlantic time doesn't really lend well for the live streams, to be honest. That's right, Railroaded Prairie is the best. You're all the best, but Prairie's the extra best. Just looking at some comments here, see if there's anything I missed. Any good comments that I may have missed. Nope. I just found your channel. I met Prairie online a couple years or more back. Awesome. I'm glad you made it to the channel. Yeah, Prairie's a long-time supporter and subscriber of Tri-County Accountability. So, yeah, if you ever want to chat with Prairie, they're always here. And I really appreciate Prairie's support. And just recording, also arrested in Ottawa the other day for recording. If she can do that to you and you have your camera, can you imagine what she has done to others that she arrested that don't have a camera? Exactly, Charles. And like the RCMP in Yarmouth, they don't have body cams. All they have is like audio recorders that are on their like chest or whatever, and it goes back to the cars. The cars do have like in-car dash cameras, but they literally have the ability to turn them off or mute them whenever they want. So there's no accountability. There's no transparency when it comes behind them. And honestly, I don't think they should be able to delete or mute anything when it comes to Oh, we definitely are behind the times when it comes to that. But like I was saying, I don't think they should be able to delete or modify or mute or any type of audio or video, especially when it's in like an arrest or something like that. To me, that seems like it would be a destruction of evidence or something like that. Like they're trying to create a case against you, but if they mute or delete video, wouldn't that hurt their case? I don't know if you guys can hear my cat. He's meowing. Jasper, calm down. Dude, you got food. He's loud. Loud and proud. That cat is. Big too. I'd like to see if the RCMP would implement body cams in our area, but at the same time, it makes me wonder if they would just use them the same way like American cops do, muting them and turning them off and just using them as like just wait until I see the just recording video. Oh yeah, send them all to me, Prairie. Send them all. I'm gonna go on there after this live stream and check them out. Yeah, it makes me think that they would just use them in the same way that all other departments use them, and use them more or less to completely benefit them. And then when it does benefit you, all they'll say is, oh, it doesn't show everything that the officer saw, right? Which is such a stupid thing to say. Like, oh, the camera that's attached to their chest doesn't see everything that the officer saw. It's like, okay, then what's the point of even buying that type of camera? Why don't they get the like glasses ones or something that does see everything that the cop sees? Like, it's oriented with their eyes. It doesn't make sense to me. It's always some sort of an excuse for them to like be a naysayer. It's a good question, Prairie. Do you do audits? I've never asked you that. I'm waiting for that answer. I want to see if Prairie does audits. To my knowledge, I'm pretty sure Prairie is just a very good activist, just a supporter. Man, you need to start curating my videos for me, my content. What is going on? You know all the good stuff. Where they're RCMP, they're federal, but at the end of the day, we would probably still pay for it provincially or like at the municipality level. But well, I guess so. Like railroaded, like that's why I say if they had the like the glasses mounted ones, it would be like in their direction. You know what I mean? Like whatever they saw, it would pick up because their body cameras are just sitting forward. Like I understand that argument, but live in the boonies. Me too, man. Me too. I wish we didn't have cops here. It'd make things a lot better. And realistically, like to say like, oh, I didn't see it, so it didn't happen. That's usually their excuse. Is kind of like they're already gonna look at their body camera and be like, "Wow, I didn't see it," kind of thing. Even if they did see it, it's just that easy way out for them. They say, "Oh, I didn't see it," right? Just like, okay, cool, I guess. Um, yeah, hopefully with them combining that, it doesn't hinder the complaints process. For anybody that's new in here that didn't hear the original message there, I just wanted to let everybody know that they combined Corporal Burge's complaint as well as Sandra Wall's complaint into one, and they've already got a hold of me by phone to just clarify some of the information, and the complaints process is going through. Um, Hopefully quicker than some in the past. So, oh yeah, man, Diamond Quinn is like, especially when they're out that way. Any part of the county, fuck. I saw a cop going like 80 down Main Street last night. I usually go for like a nighttime walk, and sometimes I see police, sometimes I don't. And there was a cop yesterday just flying down Main Street for no reason, absolutely no reason, no lights, no sirens, nothing, just cruising. Um, and then I also saw another one that had a burnt out headlight, which is like, okay, it might be a little bit petty, but I kind of like to hold them accountable when it comes to that because my dad is a commercial driver and I know like the pre-trip inspection rules, and like if that was me and I was in a commercial vehicle driving at night with a burnt out headlight, I'd get pulled over for sure. Um, I was pacing him, and he pulled out like a bat out of hell. Oh yeah. See, they're just so ridiculous. And then if you did that, dude, he would just like instantly pull you over, and then it would be like a massive ticket for you that you have to pay, or you get like some weird like warrant or some shit. You know what I mean? Like they garnish you for it, and it's ridiculous. Matt, you're from Quinnan? Do I know you? I saw someone spell Quinnan the other day, like Cuinen. I was like, what? Where is that? I was giving a quote for somebody out there. Somebody like destroyed their house, like a renter destroyed their house, so they're trying to get someone to come in and fix it for them. But yeah, like Matt was saying, he saw Sandra Walpole. They were pulling out of the rural She was pulling out of the rural detachment last night at about 5 o'clock. So now we know exactly where she's out of because it was between one of two places. Because I knew that she was getting transferred to a new detachment as per information by Burge about a week before. So now we can more easily track her down and figure out exactly what's going on with her, and maybe go see if she's still afraid of the camera or not. She's probably more afraid of the camera now, honestly, especially after all the exposure, because she didn't like the exposure previously, um, and I'm pretty sure that's why she was like, oh, I don't want to be filmed. But I wonder how she feels now. Section 123 of the Criminal Code, municipal corruption, but even when you catch them red-handed, the RCMP will not pursue the charge. Mooney, municipality money ensures they are blind. Yeah, exactly. Like our town pays them like $3.5 million. Yeah, right. It's good to know. It really is good to know. Yeah, our town pays like $3.5 million for like 10 fuckheads. Like it, and then on top of that, we upkeep their building. So like that's not just like that's just for their police protection. If you look into the town of Yarmouth budget, it's ridiculous how much we pay for them, and like for fire, we pay about a third. What is that cat doing? Freaking bad. My cat's always being bad. And like a lot of times, what they'll say is like, oh, it's officer discretion. Like I don't have to charge that person because I don't have to, because I don't want to, and it's like, okay, well, that's your job. What's up, True Transparency? Did you get my email? I responded to your email that you sent me yesterday. It was kind of late last night when I responded to it, so hopefully you got that. Yeah, it's just that stupid officer discretion thing that they're like, oh, I don't have to do my job because TNT Grazie? What? I don't understand. It really has, Matt. Like, I even remember, like, I'm 31. It's not like I'm super old or anything like that. But I remember when we had, like, town police. Like, Like the actual people from Yarmouth, like Bria Miller's grandfather working as a cop. And he was cool as shit. Um, oh, I understand now. True North Transparency, greetings. My bad, I'm still half asleep. Um, I know I'm young. We're all young. Craig Smith. I don't know if I know you. If you're saying that's your name, um, sure, maybe to see you. Like I'm from Tuscan, so yeah, but Prayer, we are young, and even though like we can still remember a time when our country wasn't so fucked up, like when you could walk down the streets and be safe and not have to worry, and you know, you could ride in the back of your truck and nobody would say a fucking word to you, right? Now we live in this woke culture of like fear mongering that we live in. That safety is paramount, safety first, and officer safety is Our officer safety is paramount. But realistically, like, look at the citizen safety. Like, over the years, this town has turned to shit. I'm 44-year-old superhuman. That's right, man. Every person in the world is holding a camera in their hand, but it's still considered suspicious or abnormal to record cops or public property. Right? It doesn't make any sense. Like, literally, you can't walk outside without being on camera. You can't even have an interaction with a police officer without being on some sort of a camera of theirs, really. Morning, Joko. Um, so what's the big deal? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're right. um, but yeah, like there were good police here at one point when it was local police because they knew that the community would hold them accountable if they were like ridiculous, like the ones that we have now. Because the ones that we have now, like their only accountability and their only friend group and the only people that they actually care about their opinions are the people that they work for. Exactly, corruption under the guise of safety. It's ridiculous. Like you look at what was it, Uvalde? Um, Look at how many cops just stood around. Like I know if that was my kid in that fucking school, I don't give a shit how many cops were trying to stop me. I'd be throwing a fucking chair through a fucking window, bashing in there, being like, "Let's go, boys, let's fucking go." Like how can they just stand by and they're so worried about themselves? Like they took on this career, they took on this job, they understand the risks. Like it would like be saying a garbage man shouldn't have to smell garbage. You know what I mean? Like it's a part of your job. Like it was a part of it when you signed up. Like when they ask you the question, are you able to kill somebody? You have to answer yes. It's the same thing with the military. The military specifically asks you, if you're in a situation where you have to kill another person, are you able to do that? And you have to answer yes. Now, these people will sit there and collect a paycheck to protect the public, but not actually protect the public under a guise of officer safety and discretion. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And like I hope in some of your guys' communities that you guys do have some decent police officers that uphold your rights and their oath to either the charter or the Constitution, depending if you're Canadian or American. I really do hope that you guys have those people, but in Yarmouth it seems like we don't. Even the officers that in the past I've respected have shown me that they don't deserve the respect. That they only look out for themselves. That the citizens actually don't mean anything to them. That it's just a paycheck. Oh, I can see this. Hi, Losmundy. I don't know if that's how you say your name, but how's it going today? Hopefully everything's going good, and you're enjoying your lovely Tuesday. Exactly, respect is earned. It's the whole like I guess in the past it was like, okay, respect your elders, right? Nowadays, even like elderly people are pretty rude. Everybody deserves to be treated equally and with respect and with ethics. Um, but it seems like a lot of people nowadays don't treat the younger generation with that, and then they expect it back. I just made your day. Well, that's awesome, Lesmundi. I'm really happy to do that. I never thought that, you know, me just saying how you could ever do that for somebody, but I really appreciate that and the support. They look so dumb standing there loaded with weapons and ready to call other cops, whining about officer safety. Portapic enough said. Exactly, Gary. Exactly. Like, I'm trying, Universal. I really am. You dived. I dived, or you died. Don't die. I need you here. Please don't die. Yeah, Portapic. I don't know if people are familiar with Portapic. That was where like a dentist had bought an XRCMP vehicle and like a uniform and went on like a killing spree. And the RCMP didn't like notify the public. They didn't do anything. They just basically drove around while this guy like killed a lot of people, including officers and civilians. Um, and it was a huge like ball that they dropped in Portapic, and ever since then that's when like the actual identification rules came into place, um, and that's why I mentioned that to that unidentified officer, the guy that said he was from New Brunswick from FSOC, which if you Google FSOC's just an abbreviation of a thing. It's not even a detachment. So buddy just like pulled some shit out of his ass. I know all about Portapic, I would say. I was getting pissed off. He was coming in my direction. I was ready to go end it for him. You should have, man. Yeah, it was dentures. Yeah, that's right. I knew he worked with teeth. He had the big smiley sign or whatever. I don't know of the incident, which is why these cops need to show their police. I do know of the incident. Exactly. That's exactly why. Don't let the red tape get you down, man. Never stop pushing back. Ah, man, I love red tape. Let's, like, wrap me up in red tape all day long. Let's do it. I think it's funny. This isn't my first rodeo, like I've explained before. I have a cat. He's gigantic. He's annoying. He's, like, 15 years old or something like that. His name's Jasper with a P-U-R. Yeah, this isn't my first rodeo with the complaints process. Before making videos, like I guess it's been about 2 years now since I've started to make videos, but I've always made complaints or tried to hold cops accountable in my own little way. And I guess it just turned into charter rights auditing and videos. A couple of years ago, I just saw that there was like a gap in my area, and I had some weird interactions with police officers in the past, and decided that it would probably be best practice. Yeah, I can show them, sure. If he'll cooperate with me. That's Pierre. There's the fat boy. He's quite large. Love that guy. The ego test. When they won't verbally identify, they have so much ego. Too much ego to be a cop. Yeah, exactly. Like, I really don't understand. Like, I'll tell people my name. My name's Dryden Perry. Like, I live in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Yeah, he's all right. He's annoying sometimes. It really doesn't make sense to me, why somebody would be like ashamed of who they are. Like, I'm proud of who I am. Like, I got a stupid name. You know what I mean? Dryden. Who names their kid Dryden? Like, that's just like, naming me after a town with a paper mill in Ontario. Good job. Just doesn't make sense. Like, even the cop that was like ashamed of his rank, doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you be ashamed of that? It's something you achieved, right? It's something you should be proud of. Like, you worked hard for that rank. Like, you don't just become a staff sergeant overnight, right? Like, it But I guess in the police culture, all you really have to do is just violate rights, and you'll just get those chevrons left, right, and center. The one that wanted to arrest WCW refused to identify. It doesn't make sense why they do that. Like, is it like it's gonna protect them somehow? After fishing gear, man, you get along around here pretty good then. If you're actually, are you from here? I'm not sure. I know some of the viewers are. Yeah, I know, but that's not the reason they named me that. I already figured it out. That's what they told me when I was a kid. And that's the thing. Where'd you move from, Universal? Um, we're so dispersed, I guess, when you've been here for long enough and have little interactions with them and speak with them, you get a little bit of a different impression. Like, they have that maritime vibe to them. Halifax, okay. They've got that maritime vibe to them, which to some people can seem nice, but it's like a passive aggressive nice, right? Like, I can be nice to you while being a dick at the same time. It's just how, like, just because my face looks nice or my body language looks nice, but I'm calling you a piece of shit, it doesn't change the fact, right? Hey, Luca. Not much, Luke. We were just discussing. I just wanted to update people on the complaints process. So they combined Corporal Burge and Corporal Sanderwall's complaint into one. They actually already called me back about that yesterday. Yesterday evening, they called me, informing me that they're going to combine them and that they're assigning a special investigator to it, and that they're taking this complaint quite seriously. So in the past, I've had complaints that have taken up to 2 years to have any word back for. So this is in my opinion, it's a good sign. Okay, I know you. I know. Cool, cool. Right, exactly. It is a Canadian trait. Like I can smile at you and call you a cocksucker all day long. You know what I mean? And be like, look, I'm being nice to you. Um, Yeah, it was quick, Luca. It was super quick. Like it makes me think that something's actually gonna happen with this one because when I made a complaint, I don't know if you saw on the channel on the community page when I made my last complaint against Sandra Wall, um, they had sent me back, and maybe I didn't post that on the community page. Maybe I did. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look back. I'm just not on it right now. Um, they basically said that Sandra was allowed to throw me out of the detachment because of the what was it, Right to Privacy and Properties Act or something like that, which doesn't make any sense. Mistakes were made. It happened. It happened. Oh, the family's back, so I am gonna get off here because it's gonna get really noisy in a second. All right. I am in Nova Scotia, Canada. Hi, Tri County. So if you guys missed out on anything, just go back in the video. This will be an upload. I'm just gonna get off now because my kids just got back, and yeah, like I said, they're really loud, and yeah, it would be quite disturbing. So maybe we'll stay on for a minute. You guys can see Riley or something like that. He's a pretty cool kid. He'll definitely come over and just attack me. So we'll hang out for a few more minutes, and then you guys can carry on with your days, and I'll carry on with mine as well. But it's way too cold for your liking in Alberta. Yeah, it's a different kind of cold. We've got like a weird cold here, that wet cold. I like it here though. Like we're in like that weird bubble where we don't really get you can hear the cold in Alberta. That's terrible. We're in that weird bubble where we don't really get much snow. We don't really get much rain. Um, we primarily get some pretty mild winters here, so. Rest of the Prairie, happy I stumbled on this channel, keen to learn what happened with Sandra. Well, that's what they say, but -30 is cold, wet, or dry. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Like, I don't like the cold. I like the warmth. Like, it's literally warm and I'm wearing, like, a shirt and a sweater on top of it in my house. So, that's fine. Yeah, for sure. Whatever you need to do, Prairie. Yeah, that sounds pretty good, honestly. But, like, if I go out of here, who's going to be here to film? Who's going to be here to hold these little bastards accountable? Guess I gotta stick around. Well, if you guys want to come visit me, Luca, you're more than welcome. I'm doing a live stream. I was just telling my spouse that I was doing a live stream. Yeah, whenever you get here, shoot me a message, get a hold of me, and I'll show you around Yarmouth. We'll go around, we'll look at some stuff, and we'll have a good time. We'll go get some seafood or something, and yeah, enjoy Yarmouth for a minute. Yeah, it would be a really good time. I'd love to meet all you guys. Like, if you're ever around the area and you want to meet up, or anybody that's local, Matt, if you wanna just hang out or chat or something like that, just get a hold of me, you guys. I'm Dryden Perry on Facebook. Like, I don't hide much about my identity or who I am. You guys can find me pretty easily. You guys, I'll hang out with you any day of the week. You know, you guys are all cool. I don't care if you're a supporter or a detractor. I'd love to have meaningful conversations with people. So, hopefully that message reaches you guys, you know what I mean? And to know that I'm an open book when it comes to you fellers. Riley. He's too busy. He wants chips. Like I said, the old family's home right now, so I think I'm going to end this live stream for today. I appreciate every single one of you guys for showing up and showing your support and having some meaningful conversations and listening to me rant as usual. So this was another episode of Tri-County Accountability. This will be uploaded for anybody that might have missed out on what we talked about as a full video, so you guys can check it there. You too, Luca, have a very good day. All of you have a very good day, all right? And the best day that you can. There are true cops still out there. And Railroaded, Prairie, Luca, Matt, Mitchell, Universal, and everybody else that I might have missed out on. All the names here, let's go through them. Auditing Canada, Prairie, Universal, Railroaded, Susie, Best Nail Tech, Matt, Mitchell, Losmundi, Gary, True North Transparency, can't leave that guy out. William Wilt, Joko KS Copwatch, Brandon Mitchell, Charles Murray, Dog 666. Let's see, am I missing anybody? Mr. UFO. Thank you all for coming out today and showing your support. And we'll see you guys in the next one. I know this upload schedule is a little weird. I'll get that figured out and I'll post it on the community channel for you guys. Have a good day, guys. Peace. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.